Good morning. Wonderful Wednesday to everybody. We've got, well, April 2nd, so we are no longer trying to fool people. It's also a Wednesday. It's a wonderful Wednesday. It's a Nintendo Direct Wednesday. We're not going to talk about that much here, but I just finished a stream over on That Game Place where we covered the whole thing. And to say I'm disappointed would be an understatement, to be fair. I want to say thank you to the great and powerful Weatherman, who gifted a $2 super chat, or Rumble rant, I should say, that didn't make the stream. For $2 says, R.I.P. Val Kilmer. In my book, you will be missed. And mine too. In fact, that'll be the first story up today. It's not even in the description. When I found that out this morning, I was saddened greatly. 4:39 a.m. Eastern time was when the story started to roll in. Dead at 65. We'll get there. I promise. Let's see. Who else rolled in the door? We got Ms. Pick Cafe, who's actually going to make it to Vegas. Fantastic. Good to see you. Good to see you there. We've got, as I said, Weatherman. We've got our friend Curtis Joseph out there saying hi to Scott Shook, who's also out there, and Jill with her lovely wrench. Good to see you all. There you got Penny. Good morning, Penny. Putin Scat. John Wick is a something next to Jack Bauer. Yeah, I mean, he may, I don't know if he's puny, but, Bauer would be great, but I don't think we'll ever see that character again. Let's see who else is out there in the world. Wow, we got more folks joining us. There's Scott Shook. Let's see. There he is. Crimlon. Good morning, Crimlon. Hope the day is going okay. Got Captain Fandom Nerd out there. Good to see you. And more. Let's see. Dr. Jill Powers over on the Green Machine. Be Mo Betta. Gonna be Mo Betta. Good to see you, Be Mo Betta on the Green Machine. And the amazing M&M Fish. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Hope your day's going great. Great. There's Cynthia Carter in the house. Good to see you this morning, Cynthia. And our favorite polar bar, Snortapoopiskew Burr in the house. And let's see. As we scroll on down through, let's see. SFX 314, Sabertooth Raptors saying good morning to everybody. Good to see you, my friend. And of course, Morgan King. Good morning, Morgan King. I hope the day is great. Jeremiah Hembry says, R.I.P. Val Kilmer. I fully agree. Juliet is here. Good afternoon, young Gandalf. Thank you, dear. Appreciate you. Let's see. We got more. Butter Biscuit. What's up, brother? Good to see you, my man. Howdy to you. And of course, we got Randall Orzer. How you doing, Randall? Grim. How you doing, buddy? And Brian, thanks for the note the other day. Hoping everybody has a great day. I hope you have a great day. I hope Staccato DDS has a great day. I hope D. Bud Martin, everybody's mod, he does a great job. Hope he has a great day. And of course, Frank's here. Frank is here. Whether or not you want him, you got him. And I appreciate you, Frank. Thanks for being here. Thank you for being here, Lord Thoth, with your wrench all the way from Canada. And let's see. Davina's here. Good morning. Donovan Bradford is here. Hello. Virtual Sky Studios Morning Culture in this. Thank you. And good morning to you. Toebox says aloha. And I say aloha back to you, my friend. And mahalo. Thank you. Commander Ed Straker of Shadow. What's up, buddy? Good to see you. Happy Wednesday. Wonderful Wednesday, otherwise known as Hump Day. Kendrick Bama. I think. Llama. Excuse me. Kendrick Llama. You need to clean the glasses. My company was in the Switch 2. The Switch 1. Oh, but not for the Switch 2. Nintendo is dead to me. I'm kind of bummed out, to be fair. But hey, I think that the tech is fine. The upgrade's good. I think the new dock is going to be great. I like the idea of a camera. But again, I'm a streamer, so that's probably why. And I may have to revive the Twitch channel. Death Angel Shadow is out there. Good to see you, my friend. And you ate my burger. Says morning. Good morning, Robert. Robert Messel. Is that? Yeah, Messel. Yeah. Says, unless that's an I. Hello, all, and thank you for the gifted membership. Well, you are very welcome. We have very generous people here in the stream. And of course, it's the beautiful deep ball on the Rumble side. A lovely morning to Ann, We the North in the house. Good to see you. I love the hat. I know I say that often, but I do. The Bat Cap. Good morning, my friend. Again, wishing you all the best, and I hope you're doing all right. Fat Elvis in the house, smashing the thumbs. Smash that thumb like our friend Fat Elvis. And we've got to get rolling here because we've got a show to do. We got a little bit of time and bonus time, and I'm looking forward to that too. So here we go. Our good friend Liberty All's Cat's in the house for $4.99 saying Hail Culture in chat. Liberation Day. That's right. It is Tariff Liberation Day. From contacts and glasses. Oh, wait, that's right. Your eyes are good. Woohoo, getting my final cataract. That's right. Congratulations. I was thinking you were talking about the Tariff Liberation Day, but no, you're just going to be able to see. Congratulations, my friend. Please take care of yourself and happy, speedy recovery. Here's to 2020. At least for a little while. Hey, good morning. All right, let's go. All right, everybody, 6 minutes starts now. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever you are and whenever you're watching. Thanks for checking out the 6 Minute Daily. We have a lot to talk about, not a lot of time to do it, and although I don't have to be too rushed because we always have bonus time, we can do bear time in bonus time, but what we can't do is ever see Val Kilmer again, unless it's in films he's already performed in, but he is gone, passed away at the age of 65. He fought throat cancer and a whole lot of other things, most recently pneumonia, but he was in good spirits to his last days, and it including donning a Batman mask. He passed away at his home on Tuesday in Los Angeles, and just a few days before he passed, he donned the mask. And there you go. Amazing. I wonder if that's the original one and why it has so much white glazing on it. But that's incredible. The clip he shared with his 645,000 followers on Instagram, where he said he's ready for donning the mask. Artist David Coe caught the moment, sitting next to him, and there he is. What a terrible loss. What an amazing man. What a great actor. For me, he is always Doc Holliday. I don't know that anybody else could play the role after him, and deeply saddened. He shared his art with everybody. It is available for sale out there. The man who played Batman and Batman Forever is gone, age 65. And with that, we move on. We've got John Wick Fest. That's right. I wasn't kidding when I put the thumbnail together. Everything John Wick's coming up. We've got an animated prequel feature that'll be arriving through Lionsgate. He's going to do the voice. You've got him in a fifth movie. That's right. It is on the way. And the box office is going to be loaded up with spinoffs like Donnie Yen directing his own portrayal of the spinoff about the blind assassin Caine. You've got Ballerina coming out. That's going to be here. The new trailer dropped. You should check that out. Thank you, CinemaCon. And, well, that's not all. Lionsgate's going all in again with Hunger Games. They've decided to stop being a bomb factory and instead being a hit factory. So I imagine John Wick universe is going to help with that. And I think that if they get this new Sunrise on the Reaping film out there, I think everybody will enjoy it. Again, this is going to be about Haymitch. It's a prequel. I just don't know if you can reverse age the man. Maybe. Now You See Me 4 is in the works. That's right. Third movie has official title, finally. And guess what? Predictable as anything. Now You See Me, Now You Don't. So we know there's going to be 4 films. I just don't know how good they'll be. Kevin Mayer, that's right, the guy that should be leading Disney now, or one of the two anyway, talks about Candle Media, his partnership with Tom Staggs, and the tightening of the content market. That's right. You got to do things for less money. He talks about YouTube and their overwhelming performance that seems to be contributing to all kinds of benefits for, well, the studios that pay attention. And then TikTok, which is, well, basically running everything in our world right now. He also talked about Blackstone, the company that invested so that he could create Candle Media and everything else that they're involved in. They're a filthy, filthy company, but at least he's getting some benefits. Anyway, I thought the Poly Media Council was a good place to cover and step away from CinemaCon for a moment. But we won't be able to for very long because everything's going to change. Steve Kornacki is leaving PMSNBC for NBC. In other words, he's going to go from the para news organization to an actual news organization. And I have a feeling that good for him. Good for him. Very excited for people who can get out of something that's dying. Also, something that's dying is apparently the game studios at Microsoft. Video game workers over there at ZeniMax Media have decided to have a strike. So, yeah, if you thought you were going to get anything any sooner, you're not. It's going to be slower. And this is just the beginning of the end for the major game studios and anybody acquired by Microsoft. Meta's head of AI research has stepped down. I imagine slowing down the pipe. And I think a lot of AI companies are going to regret the way they went about it. Automakers report that, well, they've had stellar sales, despite what you're hearing in the news, all the fear that the AP loves to print. Apparently, tariffs are making people rethink their packaging. And, batteries? Okay. That's interesting. We've got indoor golf taking off. TGL Indoor Golf is doing well. That looks like a lot of fun and interesting to me. We've got federal prosecutors going to seek the death penalty for that Luigi Mangione guy who eliminated, unalived the United Healthcare's CEO. And mass layoffs are underway, well, yesterday anyway, for healthcare agency folks who, may have been plentiful, but now will exist in a more Elon Musk environment. Finally, well, you know what? We'll get to the last two stories in bonus time. So stick around. Don't go anywhere. We're off to the races. That's right. So here we are, switching over to bonus time. I want to say thank you for those of you over there on the Green Machine and the Tube, and for those of you watching on X/Twitter/ whatever you're calling it these days. Pretty cool to see everybody here. Let's take a look at the last two stories. We'll jump on this one, which is the joint World Cup that seemed like such a good idea for North America before. It's still a good idea. Don't let the AP fool you. Acrimony, they say, because of tariffs. No. 51st state is always a joke. But again, AP fear-mongering narrative, trying to get anything to latch on so they can, fight against the progress of the American people against the yoke of oppression of the tyrant. Thank you, AP. And finally, our bear story, folks. There we are. Several people called 911 following bear sightings in northeast Knoxville. That's right. And there's the bear right there. We're going to have to rewind that so you can see it. But, there you go. There he is. There's somebody taking a picture. Safety over TikTok, guys. He's going to scare the bear. Scare the bear. There you go. Yep. And a bit, again, bears hanging out in your backyard. Not usually a good sign. Because if you feed them or they get access to food, they will return regularly. So he does a little bit of scare, and the bear bails out. Do not approach bears. Don't feed bears. Secure trash and recycling. Don't leave pet food outside. Pretty standard stuff. Anyway, there's your bear story for the day. Chased him away and warned all the neighbors. That's a good neighbor right there, I would say. A good neighbor telling you, hey, we got bars. Bars, bars. Bars, bars. Stars and bars. Stars and bars. Anyway. Culture Araquino is here. There you go. All right. Who else is out there in the chat? We got all y'all. All y'all. Good to see y'all. Let's See, I said hi to Commander Ed Straker. Shadow, I didn't say hi to Erica. Good morning, Erica and Raph. Hope you guys are doing good. Kaladin 910, your favorite radio station. Ronnie Bradley from Follow the Bradleys Fun. Great to see you. Check them out as well. Istaphobos is out there with greatness. Greatness. And we got another member chat. Or, excuse me, a membership gifty from Ruby Hoof. Thank you, Ruby Hoof. Wow, I misread that. Thank you very much, Ruby. Hope you're doing well. It was great to see you on That Game Place this morning, talking about the Nintendo Direct Switch 2 reveal. Look, I normally get excited about things. I was not excited about Nintendo this morning. It's disappointing for me. Very disappointing. I'm very disappointed. Very true. Oh, I'm at the top of the window. I don't know what's going on here. Need to fix this. Did I move things around? Did I? It's possible. See if I can fix it. Nope. Did I debiggin? Debiggin. All right, there we go. All right. And thank you, Ruby, who've much appreciated. I think the person that got the gift is very happy. Look at all of y'all. Razorburns out there, our favorite rivet head. Hey, Kareen's here. I don't know why you are so happy if it costs us more money for our goods. Oh, you're talking about tariffs? Well, it's a temporary discomfort. If there is any. I haven't seen a price increase. I've seen prices going down. My eggs are now $3 less. That's after murdering 100 million chickens under the previous administration on the way out the door. I haven't had any trouble. Car sales have gone up. You're going to see lots of, I think you're going to see lots of changes, Kareem. I'm not sure. I haven't seen anything. I really haven't seen any price rise. So I've seen decline. Running with Scissors says, I didn't get any notification this morning. Well, I'm sorry, my friend. This was out as of yesterday, so you should have gotten at least the 30-minute warning that YouTube promises. Speaking of things that promises, Roland the Wretched for $20 is promising that catching the end of the 6-minute Gaily to remind everyone that there is not going to be a body waxing stream. There will not be. 50K, no. I know that's what you want. I will not do it. Okay? 50K is something else, and I'll have to remember what that is. I need to get with 6, but 100K is in string. I will be arranging it with the boss. No, you won't. F in the chat if you want a body wax stream. Morning culture. Morning to you, and thank you for the $20 super chat, my friend. Next Tuesday, we got a watch party. I imagine Roland will be there. At least I hope so. You guys are great. Yeah, Real Genius is great. I saw that you and D-Bud Martin threw that in the chat. Dude was Jim Morrison in The Doors. He could do almost anything. Okay. Top Secret. I mean, he was just awesome. Love that guy. What a loss. Carl Singh, the fact that a prequel movie will happen before first movie comes out, it's crazy. Plus, I'm excited about Donnie Yen. Me too. I cannot wait for that. That's a guy that we need to see more of. Love to learn more about him. Yeah, me too. Yeah, we lost Val K. Roberts. I'm sorry. Val Kilmer passed away yesterday evening, and it got reported this morning at stupid o'clock in the morning Eastern time. So what a bummer. Our wonderful friend Hoove is out there gifting a Culture Casino membership. Thank you, Hoove. You and Ruby Hoove are wonderful people to be here every day. I appreciate it. Why a prequel? Not needed. Well, I mean, the prequel is an animated thing, and that way he doesn't have to actually do something. I think it'll be fun. Give you a little more backstory. I agree it's not needed, but I didn't think I needed the Continental, and I loved that show. If any of you have not seen that yet, it's the only reason that I think I got Peacock or whatever. Hoping the prequel film we get is how he got Vigo to the top of the New York crime world. That'd be fun. I wonder if the actor that plays Vigo will go beardless. So let's see what else is going on. Yeah, Caine, Karine, I'm with you. R.I.P. Val Kilmer. I loved everything. The guy was just great. Thunderheart was great. I just to me, he's a very important actor to me. But there's a lot of reasons for that. But I mean, Real Genius was brilliant. You know, the character actor that played Laszlo. There's so many things in that are kind of a college experience. The steam tunnels and all of that and everything. It's wild. Anyway. Larry, the name's so nice. You say it twice. Larry. Hey, Classic Comics in the house. Good morning, folks. Good morning to you. We got, oh man, so many folks. A lot of people are going to react to Val Kilmer today. It's going to be tough. Steve Kornacki did better as the guy reporting the sports than the actual news reporter. I know that's why him moving over there. He's going to do more sports for NBC News. Plus, the stuff that he's able to do with news. Getting, like you said, you're going to see a lot of people abandoning PMSNBC or just outright being dumped. They're not going to be able to afford these salaries, and despite the holding numbers for the crazy lady on there, they're not going to be watched. Their numbers dropped. They won't be able to afford the salaries, and if advertising pharmaceutical products gets cut out of prescription products, that is, gets cut out of the advertisement budget, they're done. These 24-hour news channels rely at least 20% of their advertising revenues from the pharmaceutical folks. It's crazy. Let's see. Mexican Iron Man says, "Good God, culture. Why do you speak in code?" Most of the time, I've actually limited the amount of code words I say, my friend. Larry, a name so nice you say it twice. Larry. Let's see. Travis, good morning. Thanks for being here. And I saw Ayav in the chat. There you go. Anne says, and we the North says, too bad. I want to be 51. Actually, I think Canada would be a great state, but I think you're a fine country. But it would get rid of your WEF leader. That'd be great. Man, you guys, I don't know how you ended up instead of Polvier or whatever his name is, Pierre Polvier. Polvier, that's the word. How did you end up with WEF Kingpin? Oh, I know. Who else is out there? Always feed the bear. Well, no, I mean, like if you know the bear, right? But if it's a wild bear, yeah, no, not so much. Yeah, he was a scaredy bear. Oh, I love you guys so much. You guys don't know. I already got that. Brian, let's see. Native Hawaiians here. 808 forever. That's right. And mahalo for being here. Monkey Jeebus, it has been a minute. I hope you're doing okay, my friend. I really do. If you're watching on the replay, please, down in the comments section below, just hashtag replay gang. You don't have to type anything else unless you want to. And hit the thumbs up button. If you haven't already on the live stream, you should be hitting the thumbs up. That helps. Share the stream, share the dream, and share the channel around. I am not a pro. I admire pro Trump. I'm not pro Trump. People make tons of errors. I am a center left libertarian by ideology. So, but I also make fun of like crazy people. And there are crazy people on both sides. So there you are. And when people go too far, I call them out on it. So too old to get excited. Culture. Well, I don't know about that, Weasel. Here's the problem. Because I assume we're talking about Nintendo. The physical updates to the Switch are good and needed. The fact that the dock is going to do a lot of the heavy lifting for the console when it does like 4K and things like that, that's to be expected. Games are going to have to be re-optimized to utilize this for the Wii. You're going to get they're trying to resell upgrade packs and things like that. That's fine. But the limited number of exclusive titles or titles out there were very disappointing. The only thing that it really is really there to sell it is the new Mario Kart World. I have a feeling that beyond that, for a while, it's not going to get my interest. The upgrades to Breath of the Wild and Call of the Wild or whatever that's the second one was. I mean, I'm excited. But that's it. It's not as enticing as I hoped, especially not at the price point. I know it's slightly larger. It needed to be, and I'm not as overjoyed about the Joy-Cons as some people are. And I mean, I just look at it differently, I guess, than most people. But it is what it is. Hey, Curtis D, what's going on? Good to see you. Mark Medina says, finally arrived. Yep. And I'm trying to catch up with y'all. I'm like 9 minutes behind. Doomslayer. You familiar with the Trench Crusade? New tabletop game with amazing lore. I'll have to check that out. I'm very excited about new board games. The family gets together for new board games. So there's that. Yeah, look at all you amazing people. I'm just playing catch up, so I'm scrolling the chat now, guys. I'm so far behind. Tombstone's still again. There's only one Doc Holiday. Only one. John the Beagle Dad. Good to see you, my friend. And Morgan King, I think I said hi to. Oh, hey, Gojira Star. Good to see you. And thanks for the quick stop by. I'll be your Huckleberry. Yeah. The Huckleberry, in case you don't know, Huckleberry was a person that you would pay to help carry the casket of somebody who had, the decedent, somebody who had died. So I'll be your, that's why that line is so awesome. Staccato DDS for 2 Coach Casino Cash says we should have done reciprocal tariffs long ago. Well, it's weird because everybody's crying foul. The thing is the only reason that we are paying as much as we are for goods is because we stopped making them in the United States. And a lot of people make the argument, well, but the reason that all those companies moved was, to make the goods cheaper. Yeah, but they're going to sell them at the same price or higher. And then you have tariffs from the countries from whence they're being informed. I mean, are you guys good with a 270% dairy tax from Canada? I don't know. I'm just looking at it this way. It's a point of negotiation, which is what tariffs had always been used for in the first place. And you've had other presidents utilize tariffs and nobody complained and nobody fear-mongered over them. The AP is, again, looking for any way to fearmonger. If Biden had proposed tariffs, which, by the way, the Biden administration put tariffs in place beyond what Trump did, especially with China. I can't believe it is what it is. This is one of those times I'm like, if people voted for Trump, they voted for America first. It's not going to happen overnight. And if the world's still trying to go to war, do you want to be forced into war? I don't. If you've got somebody trying to make peace and is capable of doing it, don't you want that? I do. Yeah, European nations suiting up for war. That's crazy to me. You really want to invite that smoke, especially with, the corrupt governments of Europe right now, corrupted by the WEF. The worst thing we ever encouraged was the idea that, you had the European Union, because it was initially about trade. Now it's all about control. And again, Klaus Schwab studied the handbook that came straight out of the 1930s, where, the little mustache man came from, the same ideology and planning. Klaus Schwab was fascinated by that and their banking specifically and their manipulation of the world. He used it for the WEF. It's not like this is new. Oh, The Saints, another great movie with Val Kilmer. I completely forgot. I'm constantly reading when I have time. I just don't have as much time as I used to. But there's a reason why I'm sitting in a library as my studio. There's a reason why there's a 14 by 14 foot bookcase to my left. And it's 14 by 14 by 14 because it goes to the ceiling. Let's see. Yeah, Pierre Poilievre. Yeah, I think I was trying. I'm not good at the French-Canadian weirdness. Jared Markham's in the house. We, Nintendo, be the last console standing in the console wars. Will Nintendo. I think so. I think Nintendo builds equipment for the games they make for their software. Everybody else builds consoles to a formulaic design that is guaranteed obsolescence. But I think it'll just be Nintendo and PlayStation, and it may then eventually just be Nintendo. I think that's probably right. Daryl the Derelict bopping over from the stream earlier. Good to see you, my friend. Thanks for being here and there. Putin's like center left, yeah. Center left. Libertarian. Everything's changed so much that I now, I guess, to some people look like a right winger. That's crazy. But it is what it is. And I don't usually talk about the politics stuff. Gabby's here. Good afternoon, I believe, for you. Hope the day is going well. Martin Stone's here. Canada is a fine country, but 51st state? No. Provinces should be considered individually as states of territory or territories. I agree. Crazy stuff. Crazy white boy. Is Crazy White Boy over? Because I see Tobak. Tobak and Weatherman. The Weatherman. I'll get back to you, Miss Pit Cafe. I promise. I'm overwhelmed. I probably won't have a breakdown until Saturday. So I'll do my best. Autocoder. I'm also a center-left libertarian. No true home in any party or candidate. And that's a problem but again, everything's moved so far one direction over the last years. That's crazy. I'm with you 100%. Why do people care about the 51st state? That's what I said. I think it's their country. But why do I care about the leaders they have? Well, again, I'm not for corruption of any kind. I want that eliminated. I think everybody does, right? Am I wrong? Do you guys not want corruption eliminated in government? I do. Do I think make work jobs that are in government are good? No. Do I care where the money goes that, people spend in tax? Of course I do. Am I disturbed to find out that, everybody's been using the United States as a piggy bank to influence all the crazy ideas that have been, forced down our throats? Yeah. Am I worried about a government that's aligned to undermine the United States? Yeah. So I care. Those things I care about deeply. I like liberty and I like freedom. I don't want those undermined and conquered. I'm infuriated right now that the judicial branch is undermining authority of the executive branch. Yes, checks and balances are supposed to exist, but you are not allowed to have authority over things that you clearly don't. Yesterday, it was made very plain that you as a judge, you cannot, especially a district judge, you can't allow somebody to make some kind of blanket injunction. It's illegal. You have to have parties involved, and there aren't any. Now you could do a class action, but then you still have to have parties in front of you. Judges can't make these types of rulings. It's flat illegal. And at some point, and this is the biggest problem with the Supreme Court, it'll be ruled on just as such because there are no parties to it. You can't make a blanket injunction. It's not a piece of authority that any judge has. You have to have parties in front of you. Hey, Joseph sends a $5 super chat saying, been catching the replays because of work, but dropping some cash now. Thank you, my friend. Take a second to enjoy your day, CC, and chat. I'll catch the rest on replay. Thank you, Joseph A. I appreciate it, and your support is very welcome and appreciated. Jeff, my friend, yes, R.I.P. Val Kilmer. What a loss. Let's see. Let's see. We've got Midnight's Edge in the Morning coming up next. Kind of excited about that. Angela Richter did the amazing thing. Oh, it's a new Sumatran tiger. Hello. Dropping a Culture Casino membership. Thank you for that. Curtis Selby got that one. Good for you and welcome. Hope everybody's well. JB's Spooky Review. Good to see you. Yep. Yeah, I think there's room for everybody's perspective. Actually, that's exactly what they were supposed to do, Davina, is to get rid of some of the mechanisms that are being utilized against the U.S. I don't think that's again, I mean, I could talk in detail about it, but that's not what this channel's for. I really do try to focus on entertainment news, business perspectives for entertainment and such. Sometimes we get into places that I don't normally go, but usually, that's entertaining in and of itself, if it's entertaining. That's why I put together that short of that crazy lady out there. I'm like, look out. You should be afraid of the blue-haired crazy lady that's in Congress. Is it blue? Purple? I don't know. Weird. By the way, if you throw out the why do you care part of an argument, I immediately know from whence you are arguing. So there's that. Matt G is in the house. Good morning, Hampton. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for leaving notes in the videos, you guys. I appreciate it. Try to answer back when I have a chance. Gabby says here in the UK, we are screwed up. Every day that goes by, we pay more taxes. Yep, and you pay more for things. Starmer yesterday tweeted something silly about your I guess your social benefit dollars are going up for things, except that it's not keeping pace with what is happening just in your electrical alone. You in the free world, which let's just be fair. Not much is free anymore. But in the Western world, you guys pay the most for electricity. It's insanity. What else do we got out there? Remember when the EU and the WEF were just conspiracy? Yeah. Look, there were larger signs that you could see. I mean, free trade really did do some beneficial things, but it also allowed for all of the jobs to go from the United States to other countries. It's not how you build an economy. The argument for tech jobs disappearing here, the communications workers, they aligned with the wrong side of the equation. And guess what? Fewer and fewer of them. And the result of those types of things, the world trade and everything else, that whole concept, the globalist stuff that led to the downfall of Western civilizations. Easier to control and manipulate. I wish we had a common sense party. Okay, I'll answer this. Why would we be involved in Yemen? Because they're holding up and or attacking ships. And here's the other problem with this approach to this. The world relies on the United States Navy to keep secure routes. And and that's not who we're attacking. We're attacking very specific rebels. So, I mean, let's be intellectually honest. It's the Houthis. Now, are you saying the Houthis are supported by Yemen? Be an interesting question. Regardless, if you attack and pirate ships, the U.S. Navy is basically out there doing what they've been doing for the last 50 years. Longer than that, as far as the U.S. Navy. So I'm not going to have any freak out about that. The Overton window at this point, center left closer to the lean. Yeah, the right. No, you're right. That's exactly what happened. Again, a lot of the stuff that I have very centered views, center left views. The libertarians probably wouldn't like some of my thoughts, but I'm for little to no government. We need just as much government as we need, and not one person more. And we are 90,000 people too many. I got this one. Thank you for that. Mark Nichols in the house gifted 20 Culture Casino memberships. Amazing. And for all of you out there who have helped get us to where we are, I'm going to say this. Thank you. And thanks for the cheddar.
Oh, man. That's some sweet cheddar. Guys.
Yeah. Thank you, Mark Nichols, for all of that cheddar and all those amazing gifties to all the audience. Love them, love them, love them. Look at those names go green. Tina's here. Good morning, Tina Guzman. I care about who is in office in Canada because it bleeds into our country. True. Yep. And the fact that they installed a WEF adherent is, corruption. It is. It's a shame. But it is what it is. Kremlin, as far as I know, district judges don't have to be impeached. They can be removed via vote in the House. That's true. And there was the reason that they called a recess this week is because, you had that idiot Booker talking forever, but you also had, a lot of lily-livered folks that were not going to pass a bill that would have enabled this to happen immediately. The thing is, you have to remove corruption, and we have a lot of corrupt judges, people who shouldn't be ruling on things, who have direct conflicts, which is insane. It's happening too often. Is Tom still alive? Of course he is. He's doing great, at least as far as I know. Thank you, Mark Nichols. Happy Wednesday to you. Angela Richter, with another 10 Culture Casino cash, says, Amur or Siberian tiger this time. Okay, all right. Sorry, it's just really small on my screen, but it's beautiful. I like tigers. I like bears. Lions and tigers and bears. Oh, my. But thank you for the $10 super chat. I appreciate it, dear. Very appreciate. Very appreciative. What else is happening? Curtis Joseph fires out a question. Let's take a look at it. Any further news on the singer who suffered side effects from taking that stuff? I haven't. I've been looking for that. I did that video, a month and a half ago. Good memory. I haven't seen anything about her. I'll take a closer look, but I haven't. There's a thing when you take some stuff, there's side effects. They do a long little line about it. And what I love is at the very end, you get to hear this and death. Yeah, that's not something I'd be crazy excited to get into. Yes, Death Angel's Shadow. Coyote versus Acme was actually purchased in whole. The rights to distribute it to Catch Up Entertainment, which I have to tell you, Catch Up's the strangest thing because it entered the field at a 1.4 billion valuation, but had very little market involvement until recently. It's been around for 15 years, I want to say, almost 20 maybe, and wild stuff. Catch Up Entertainment is something to look into. Let's see. Staccato DDS for another 10 Culture Casino cash, saying, when will Disney announce that they will stop announcing Snow White box office results soon? I think you're right. I think within the next week. Well, I mean, they did the same thing with the Marvels. This is, to that point. I will say that at a certain point, it's just embarrassing. You look at the daily numbers, you look at the weekend numbers. Neo-Marxism doesn't pay, and we're a little bit more free-spirited here in the States, is about only 20% of the population that marches in line with all the harebrained stuff. So, yeah, let's take a look just for fun. Let's see if I can get the numbers in front of us. Man, the Chosen Last Supper earned $1 million yesterday. $1.4 million. That's wild. In the box office, crazy numbers. Crazy numbers. Let's see. We don't have anything else in. So out of the top 10, you just have the Chosen Last Supper, which is 3 episodes of that, part 1. 1.4. Now, mind you, this is something that you can actually see. The fact that it comes out in a theater and does that, pretty amazing for the Tuesday numbers. Let's check out the day before. Monday numbers for Snow White. Disney's Snow White. Yeah, right. You know what? I have one of these. I have a scene set up for this. There's that. Let's see if I can share the right screen. The numbers. Here you go. These are the numbers for the 24th. No, excuse me. Not the first. It'd been the 30th. The numbers for the 30th. So yeah. So Disney's Snow White, 1.3 million. 70% drop. 46% from last week. Still sitting at a very sad 68 million. It might be 69 after yesterday. Working Man did 1.2. Good for it. And The Chosen, third place at 1.2. I'm going to tell you, that's probably going to be a static number. That's only in 2,100 theaters. The fact that it's per theater average and Working Man's per theater average are higher than Snow White should tell you something. But how long? Yeah, I think maybe by the end of this week, they'll stop talking about it. So maybe after next weekend, we don't hear. I think Staccato, I think you're in the right ballpark, and I love your line of thinking. It's not stinking thinking. Yeah, if the U.S. Navy stopped policing the ocean, there would be no end of piracy. If you think goods cost more because of tariffs, which were only recently implemented, so you haven't seen any cost shifts. What if the Navy stopped patrolling the ocean to everybody's benefit? More piracy. Would enable criminal organizations to harness trade routes, which is another conversation for why the North Passage needs to be secured, opened up, secured, and monitored. Then you don't need the canal anymore. Travel around the top of the globe. Since, by the way, China vetoed the sale of the ports in Panama. Apparently, China did control the Panama Canal. So, a lot of people say that's not true. And well, then why did China get to cancel that sale with BlackRock? I don't know. Not that I want BlackRock to own it. Trust me, compromised organization indeed. If we could get rid of the fake guy and make them, be bound by their fiduciary duty, we'd be better off. That's what I want the FCC to do. Excuse me, not the FEC, the SEC. The FCC, I want them to do what they're doing. The SEC, I want them to go after BlackRock to send a message to Vanguard, State Street, Blackstone, all of them down the line. I think if you want to blame housing prices on anybody, Blackstone's one of the biggest ones to blame that on because of their giant control of the private housing market through their REITs, real estate investment trusts, and other mechanisms that exist out there. But again, you have to be very well informed on what's going around in the world. People just don't have time to do that. It's a full-time job to keep up with what I try to keep up with, and I can only do it because I retired. Otherwise, I couldn't. Most people can't keep up with that much stuff. They can't understand the world around them. They can't analyze the tactics that are being utilized to push one thing one way, another thing another way. Because they don't have time, not because they're not smart enough to do it. They don't have the time to do it. It's hard. You got to keep your family going. You got to keep your household going. That's why I love when you guys are here. I appreciate spending a few minutes here on the channel. Hopefully you get a little bit more information and maybe a slightly different perspective. But I want to be focusing on entertainment. That's what I like to do. I like to know, hey, what movie is coming out? What's the marketing scheme? How much do they spend for it? Are they going to make their money back? Is this a good business decision? I mean, you can do it with anything. It doesn't have to be just entertainment focused. But when people ask, what inspired you, other people in the space not doing exactly what I elected to do. And it's funny, the space I decided, the little niche I went after, started to get filled by others. Like, Valiant Renegade came in and a few other people, and these are my friends. So I try to encourage them and, there they go, right by me. I talk a little bit slow, that's for sure. But there is that. Weatherman says, sigh. What are you sighing about, my friend? Weatherman, that's so funny. Accountability will help remove corruption. Yeah, it's so true. You guys are genius. This is why I love my chat. SWG Vrice in the house. Gifted 10 Culture Casino memberships. Holy cow. Thank you, my friend. SWG Vrice just yesterday became a high roller. So this is amazing stuff. And thank you for all the support, my friend. It is wonderful and much appreciated. In fact, you know what? You guys have gifted and been so generous today. Let's do a little, let's shake that bear tail, shall we? Let's do it. This isn't embarrassing at all. And there we go. So you only get 30 seconds of me embarrassing myself, but thank you. Man, you know what? You've got more dances coming. I got some costumes I'm gonna put on. So you're gonna get more of those. But thank you again for the amazing gifties. Gifty. Love it. Penny. What's going on, Penny? You guys are gift bombing, blanket bombing. I would say, what's amazing is Weatherman also gifty stuff over on the Green Machine, which I truly appreciate. The internet is forever, and I embarrass myself consistently and constantly. It's allergy season. Death of a unicorn. Really not well advertised. I know it's terrible. Right? I feel bad for Jenna. But again, A24 is hit and miss, but they're fully independent, right? For distribution and creation. Whereas Blumhouse, not reliant completely on Universal. So, and that's who markets stuff. Weatherman gifted a Culture Casino membership. Thank you, my friend. And let's see. We got all these amazing people in the chat. Adam, what's going on, Adam? Been a minute. Hope you're doing well, brother. Been a while. Glad you're here live. Love it. Oh, I need to reset the redirect. I thought, here's the problem. I get my stream ready early, and my friends are tardy. I mean, they set their stream up fine. They just don't do it like I would hope, well in advance, so I can do the redirect to Midnight's Edge in the Morning, which is coming up next. I think they're going to talk a little bit about John Wickiverse, which I love. Sorry, I'm one of those people that I think that John Wick's one of the last things that you can like a wider audience could in the action sphere could get their arms around. We need more action franchises, and we need them to be good. Oh, man. That's not what I wanted to do. I just sent you somewhere else. That was not it. Midnight's Edge. Sorry, guys. I hate to take away from showtime to do that. And you have to actually type properly. Man, this is terrible. This is the best of YouTube right here, guys. You're not going to get any better than this. You have to spell midnight right. I am not having a good day. I don't know. Typing wise, anyway. There it is. All right. You're going to go to the right spot now. CinemaCon. That's what they're going to cover over there. So that's what we'll be talking about throughout the day. Midnight's Edge is kind of the temperature or the thermometer for what's going to be talked about. They'd probably mix in on the Nintendo announcement, but not much. I'm glad you guys showed up for the for the That Game Place game stream this morning where we talked all Nintendo Direct, since that's what we featured and focused on. And there is a B-52 bomber flying overhead right now, if you guys can hear that. Wild stuff. Staccato sends me a compliment. Says, you are often the lone voice of reason. Thank you, my friend, for 10 Culture Casino cash. That is very complimentary. I'm taking that to heart. Thank you. I try to be. Go Culture Go, says Hampton. Hey, it's for fun. Hey, it's Flying Blind on a Rocket Cycle. You guys love that bear dance, don't you? Yeah. I'm still not as good. Jay's Canadian Bear is still a winner, right? Look, Jay can get away with asking people to pay for $500 to wear the bear costume. I just can't, at least not yet. Maybe someday. But he did do that. I was helping encourage it to happen. You move well for a bear. Thank you, SWG Price. So, by the way, I get to hang out with all my friends in a couple of weeks. the meetup is coming up in Vegas. Hopefully you guys can attend. So stoked. I hope my reorder of all the poker chips shows up in time. I still have some of the black chips if you don't have them. But yeah, I'm going to have to reorder. I'm at one final reorder of all of the different colors, and that'll be it. So, and I have some here in front of me. They're going to Mexican Iron Man. So, got to get that in the mail today or tomorrow. We need Canadian Bear and American Bear dance off. I'm with you, Mark Molina. I would do that with Jay, Drunk 3PO, and I. I'll reach out. I talked to him last week on the phone. I owe him a phone call. I should call him back. So let's see. Hey, Ross Spalding. I love that last name. So now I can say, hello, Mr. Spalding. See, normally in baseball, it's like, goodbye, Mr. Spalding, when they hit a home run. Yeah. But I love it. Welcome to the membership. All right. You've got culture. I think that's fun. Cynthia's here. Connie Cleary is here. Good and morning. Hello, everybody. Hello, Connie. Thanks for being here. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's great to stay up late. Good morning. Good morning to you and you and you and you. Good morning. Good morning. Sorry, Disney used to be fun. That used to be the wake up at the parks, the show before you entered the park, and specifically at Disneyland in Magic Kingdom. They would dance. You know where the Mickey flower bed is, right after you go through the turnstiles? They used to dance up there on the train platform and welcome you. Sometimes it would dance on the ground and up on the train platform with all the characters up there, the Fab Five characters, that is. And yeah, they took that away. Yeah, you know, Disney decided to go neo-Marxist. So, you know, following in line with, well, BlackRock and the WEF and everybody else is trying to screw the Western world. So, yeah. Changing language. Adam says, I heard Nevada banned DEI. I'll have to look into it. JPS, what's up, my friend? For 5 Culture Casino Cash, he was over on the morning stream on That Game Place covering Nintendo Direct. Says, I'd rather have a movie that made some profit but became a cult classic like Death of a Unicorn might become than being a flop blockbuster movie. Yeah. Well, there's a lot of those now. Disney seems to be solely funding flops at the moment. I think the exception to that rule will be Lilo and Stitch because it looks like it still has heart and it looks like a shot-for-shot adaptation, which I think is the only way to go. Some of this stuff they'll have to change because they can't do direct because animation can do take some liberties, but I think it'll be good. SFX at 314 Sabertooth Raptor is bye. See you later, my friend, and thank you. SB Spooky, do not worry about it. I give out the bear for free. Well, I mean, you know, a lot of people contribute to the channel. Keeping the lights on, by the way. I don't know what's going on with YouTube. I think I mentioned it the other day, but for whatever reason, because of ad revenues and well, they're dominating the television space now. They beat Disney out 12% of the television market, probably by the end of April. Viewership anyway. So for whatever reason, they're doing weird stuff for creators. So especially with in ad insertion, that's what I was trying to warn you guys about. You're going to see not because of the creators, but you're going to see more ads, just so you know. So the squeaky wheel gets the oil. There you go. I have heard about John Wick 5. You know what, DJ Knight? It's amazing. I'm so stoked about it. Of course, I reported on it like 2 months ago. If you go back in the archive of the videos, that the push forward was happening and all of that. And a week ago, or a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, Keanu says, my knees are old. He made a bunch of excuses, but I'm not going to rely on that. They're going to write him a big check. He's going to voice the animated series, which is going to give him a bonus movie, or the animated version. And then he's going to do this. And John Wick 5 is going to be beautiful. I think it'll be a lot of fun. Plus, Ballerina. He is in Ballerina, folks. Keanu, just so you know. I'm very excited, though. Whew. Get all jumpy. Sergeant Giratina. Good morning, my friend. Hey, SG's in the house. What's up, stuttering guitarist? I had to step out. Was just sent in X. Yeah. Wait, he's still alive? No. Does somebody think... Val Kilmer hoax. 3 hours ago. Yes, Val Kilmer died. Okay, Val Kilmer. No, it's still everywhere. Everybody's like, no, I'm telling you. Far Out Magazine says when Val Kilmer endured a starstruck spat with Bob Dylan. Okay. I'm going to suggest that he's passed until much evidence says that he's not gone. I will go bear for free. I did. I have. The generosity of the chat. There you go. Thank you, Dr. Jill. Appreciate it. We've got Midnight's Edge in the Morning coming up next in about 10 minutes. You guys are the whole reason I am here, and I appreciate each and every one of you. You are the best. JPS, Staccato, Weatherman, SWG Vice. We've got Angela Richter. We've got Mark Nichols. We've got so many folks. I just want to say thanks to Joseph A., who's not here but watching on the replay. And Ruby Hoove, of course, the most reliable people on the internet. I appreciate Roland the Wretched, of course, Curtis D. in Montana, Death Angel Shadow, and Liberty Hall's cat, who gets freedom from glasses after today. So congratulations to all. I hope everybody has an amazing day. And I'm looking forward to playing Assassin's Creed Shadows on the gaming channel later today. I finally will be able to get back to that and torturing myself and start eliminating samurai. I have yet to play as Yasuke. They really heavily weighted it towards the chick. They really wanted you to focus on the chick. So they dropped the Yasuke in on us. Let's see. We got stuff going on. Got a redirect. Got all of you. Going to be putting together some videos for today and hopefully get a chance to watch them. Up in the hopper is going to be the conversation about John Boyega, of course, and some more stuff that you may not know is happening. So be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, and until next time, see ya. For real.
Why, hello there, random citizen.
Oh, hey there, little buddy. How's it going?
Have you subscribed to Culture Casino yet?
Well, no.
Friggin' A.
Oh!
These guys, I tell ya.
Oh!
Dang it, I missed. Why won't these guys just subscribe already?
That hurt.